everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we have exciting guests today. And just look at the colors, they are in purple. Why? Because this is a Women's Day episode. Not really Women's Day, but it's dedicated to Women's Day. That is 8th March. So please, I'll have you introduce yourselves.
Hi guys, my name is Dr. Glory.
Hey,
doctor.
Please specify the doctor. Specify the doctor.
Okay, Glory PhD.
Hey.
Yeah, I suffered for it. Sorry guys. So
when I grow up,
I have to get some of the credit.
when I grow up, I want to be like you.
No, you guys are. I mean, it will happen soon.
Amen. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm Nigerian. I live in China. I'm what else? Basically that's it. And these are my wonderful roommates. So we're here to celebrate womanhood and all the value that it comes with. So
yes.
Hi.
Here we are. Hi. Mia. It's a PhD.
Yeah.
PhD
Loading. Okay, soon to be doctor. Very, very soon though.
Oh,
Amen.
Amen.
I'm from Liberia. I'm currently a student at USTC. Be liking at the school name, but we are all in China.
Yeah.
Yep. And what else?
I don't know anything you want to tell us.
So far so good. That's all.
Okay. So today's episode is not like the other episodes I've posted on here. Because it's dedicated to womanhood, I've brought something exciting. So, Doctor, about to be Dr. Mia, please grab that bowl.
Yes.
And please shake it.
Okay.
So pick one paper and you can give it to either of us to read.
Let them start with the host. Give it to the host.
You know you're just closer to me. I'm just trying to view.
She prepared it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm scared. I'm scared to open this. Hey, why is this the first one?
We're here to help each other.
This is so funny. This was one of the last questions. I wasn't even sure whether to put it, but okay.
Oh, okay.
So, please share about your first menstrual experience.
Who's going first?
Okay, since I picked it, let me answer.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, it was very funny. The funny thing was that I had known about menstruation and all of that because I was in boarding school. But then when it happened to me, I was so blank. Like, I went to the bathroom, I saw something, I said, what's this? I showered and wore clean underwear. I went back to watching TV. The next time I went to pee, I saw something again. I was like, what's going on here? What is wrong with me? So the third time I went, that's when it clicked. I was like, this is how periods start. So I called my aunt because I was at my aunt's house. I wasn't home. So I called her. I'm like, I think I've started my periods. She said, okay, she's coming back from work. So when she came back, she came to talk to me. Oh, do you know what periods are? Blah, blah, blah. She started lecturing me. I said, I know all of these things. I'm in boarding school. I'm in a girls' school. So we know all these things. You don't need to tell me all of this. And she was, she was ululating. You've grown and all of that. And she bought me a wrapper. Like, oh, you're now a woman. Blah, blah, blah. And all of that. It was very interesting. But I think what they don't tell us is that sometimes your first menstruation might not be red. Because most of the time you expect it to be red. But mine wasn't red, like red. It was brown. Yeah. So and that's why I didn't think it was menstruation because it was brown. Yeah. But then when I saw that it continued happening, I said, no, this is not ordinary. So that was mine. How was yours?
Well, it's very interesting to see that, some people, our experiences make our stories different, right? I think my own is on the other extreme. My experience is on the other extreme.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which means that, we're raised to be so conscious of ourselves, to think that, you know, whatever goes on within your body is your fault. Right?
Yeah.
Just by the energy of your aunties and, you know, they just go by, oh, you know, what is happening to you?
Yeah.
All those physical changes, the energy is like, it's your fault. That's whatever is going on. You know, you are trying to be attractive and all that. Yeah, so for me, when the menstruation, the first time I saw it, I think I didn't know what it was, as a matter of fact. I wasn't educated. That's why I said it was on the other extreme. I wasn't educated about what was going on with me. You know, when I saw it, the first instinct was to hide. You know, was to hide whatever is going on with me. So I was using, you know, I didn't know how to take care of myself, so I was using clothes and stuff like that. Then my stepmother, you know, saw one of those maybe clothes or something, because I didn't know how to take care of them. You know, she was like, "Oh, you started menstruation, okay." But this is another angle again. Of course she bought me pad and stuff like that. But the next thing was that she said, now that you have started menstruating, anytime you see a man, you meet a man like this,
You get pregnant.
you meet a man, pregnancy. You see, as this blood is flowing, you meet a man, pregnancy. You know, I think that it's funny, but it is also not funny, because that information can drive you into, you know, because you're telling me that only when I'm menstruating, that's when, because that's what I understood it to be. Like, it's when, now that you're menstruating, anytime you meet any man, pregnancy. So this is
meet a man after menstruation.
Exactly. So as a child, you tend to think that, oh, when I'm not menstruating, it's safe.
Okay.
It is safe. Yeah. If you want to live that kind of life, you're like, okay, when I'm not menstruating, it's safe, it's okay. I think that is why lots of people have teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
This misinformation that we had, I mean, years ago, it's the reason why a lot of girls got pregnant, because they don't know the information that is like, it's a template. And I realized that it wasn't just me. So many people were told the same thing. You know, that, you know, now that you're menstruating, if you meet a man, finish. So people they'll think they are playing safe, you know, by meeting a man, avoiding only when they are menstruating. So yeah, that was it for me. But as I grew, you know, I got more educated, because at that time I think we're one of those late bloomers. It just started maybe when I was in, you know, we have secondary school, the first class. Yeah, we call it SS1, MGS1. So that was when he started for me. They didn't teach us about menstruation or any of those things, maybe like 4 years after that, which is class 2, SS2.
But what were they supposed
That's
to be? What
senior
were they
high
teaching in
school.
biology?
No, we did. Yes.
No,
we
it's
have
not in primary now.
We had 6 years secondary school system. The first 3 years is junior high school.
Yes.
In junior high school, they don't teach anything biology.
Really?
Yeah, it started from senior high school.
No, that was bad then.
So that was where I really was informed about what is going on in my body and every other thing. But the journey from that junior high to senior high, I was just rolling with tide, like feeling guilty about everything that was happening to me, my breast. Why is all this thing happening to me? Then I want to squeeze. I want to wear. I want to hide. You know, stuff like that.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. So it's I think who informs you or who guides you matters. Yeah.
That's true.
So we should learn to give the right information,
Mm.
because you know the wrong information would mislead people.
Yeah.
You know, but I can understand it now because now I know. You know, but then I mean, anyone could have fallen in that trap. Yeah.
But on a more funny note, she said if you meet a man, What if you leave a person and you meet a man and you're like, no, I cannot get pregnant?
You
I need to run.
Yes.
I need to run.
For
But
some
meeting
people.
someone is like, okay, I'm seeing
Yes.
you, y'all, man. No
Yes.
way. I'm
No
leaving.
way.
Yes. At that time, it was like you can't even say hello. Once you
Yes,
have
you just run the other way.
run the other way. Don't take chances. You don't even know how people get pregnant, but
Hey.
as long as meeting a man will cause me problem.
I'm running. Why are you running? Why are you running? I'm sure the men will be scared. Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yes, you can.
It was
tell us this.
strange. Like, I already knew about it
Mhm.
because in high school, let's just say academics, and so I was always older than my main class.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I knew things that my peers, maybe that were my age group, they
They
didn't
didn't
know.
know.
So mine happened in 9th grade, like junior high,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I
It's about
already
the
knew
same
about
thing.
it because from primary school, let's say grade 6, we
Yeah.
started when you have science, so it will tell you a little bit about it.
Mhm.
And when I got to grade 9, I did it grade 7, grade 8, so I knew everything.
Yeah.
Like even how a woman will get pregnant and everything. Like we did
Oh,
biology
wow.
because we did health science and
Yeah.
we did biology. Yes, so
Mm.
I knew. So even when my period came, it wasn't shocking. Like
Yeah.
what is happening to me? I didn't panic.
Mm.
It was just something that felt. It was a little awkward or abnormal, but I knew that this day was going to come.
Yeah.
So I just went to Pat because I had older aunties that lived with us
Mhm.
that time. I went to Pat and I went about my business. The
You
first
knew
month,
what bad was.
So you didn't even tell anybody?
I didn't tell anyone. That was how mom was like, when did you get your period? And I was like, 2 months ago. And she shouted. I'm like, what? I already knew about this about 2 years ago.
Mm.
Yes, because I did it in school. I knew
Yeah.
about it 2 years, even before it came.
Mhm.
And besides, my friends already started before me. So
Mm.
I had the knowledge, I had the education.
Yeah.
So it wasn't strange.
Wow.
It wasn't strange.
That's nice.
It wasn't strange at all. Like it was just something I expected.
Yeah.
So when it came, I just wanted to back. Hey, I went for my business.
Wow.
Yes. I
You
went for
know,
my business.
you know, as she's
I went
talking,
for
I
my
just think this is how institutions have shaped our experience.
I went for my business. I
Because
wasn't
she
sure.
said they started teaching them from primary
Yeah,
school,
even as
right?
they started from primary.
We didn't have that.
Mm.
We didn't have that. I think in the junior high, the 3 years of junior high, we had something called integrated science.
Yeah, we also had that one.
Integrated science, it's a combination of biology, physics, and but the
Chemistry.
biology is still light. It's still talking about an insect or something like that.
We had health science.
It didn't really give all these details. But I think in recent years they've done more than they've provided some courses.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr.
Nice.
Glory. Please,
My
you can
turn.
pick the next one. You have to shake the bowl first.
Oh, okay.
Yes, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
Shake. Okay.
Oh.
I see. Let me see. This one that the paper is now big.
Maybe the question is big.
Yeah, maybe.
This is interesting. Okay, the question says, do you think women can make the first move, propose if they like a guy?
Who's going to answer first?
You can start.
Okay, I picked the question. We
Mhm.
started that way, right?
Okay. Mhm.
So I picked the question. I think it depends. It depends. Before a woman goes ahead and propose or even makes the first move, let's not even say propose. I think propose is too big,
No, if they're both together, can she make the first move? If it's yes, can she also propose?
Man, I don't think I will advise both. If you have made the first move,
Yeah.
no, the guy should it should
Should
step
step
up.
up.
It should step up. If he's not stepping up, then maybe he's not that into you. Take it like that.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, maybe he's not that into you. But if you make the first move, that's why I say I would like to address the first move. The first move really depends. Yeah. If you see all indication that, you know, this person, you know, cares about you, you know, is into you, like,
Yeah.
you know, interested in you, but there's some guys that are like, I'm not at that stage. You know, I'm not at that place of maybe I cannot take care of you.
Yeah.
I cannot, you know, if you see that the guy is into you but is not coming forward with that, yeah, you can give him a nudge like, it's okay.
Bro, what's up?
Like, bro, it's okay. It's okay. Okay? Especially if the person is not coming to you with other cases of girls and stuff like that. You can see the clear interest. But if it's coming, if it's like your body, that's Nkechi, Amarachi, then you know, okay, he's clearly
searching.
Yeah, it's clearly putting a boundary, you know, to your relationship, right? But if the person is not coming to you with that and just nurturing your relationship, and you feel like maybe this person is, you know, fighting towards getting a job or something big in order for him to boldly come out and say, hey, can you be this to me, you know, then you can give him a nudge like, I'm with you in this process, you know, we can do it. If you want, of course, you must keep it open. So that's my stand. That's my stand about making the first move. But don't yeah.
Okay,
You can take it.
For me, if I like a guy, or I'll get back to the question, but let me give one scenario. Because my answer is actually going to be the same with the question though. So if I like someone, I don't think I'm going to make the move to go and tell him, oh, dear one, you know, I'm checking you out, you know, this one and that one. Nah, no. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I know this generation, a lot of women do it is okay, but let's be honest. A man is known to be a chaser.
Yeah.
So what I would do if I like him, maybe I'll put myself in a position for him to see me, for him to be attracted to me. Yeah, I could be kind to him, I could be nice to him, you know, all of those kind of things. But I'm not sure I'll go and ask him out, like, can I date you or can I date? But I would rather prefer to put myself in a position that he will see me. Like, for instance, maybe if he's your friend, you know the kind of women he like or how he like to see his women, you could start doing those kind of things.
But won't that be like changing yourself for him?
I don't know. I don't know though. Maybe. And also, I really think that he should be the one to propose.
Yeah.
But it's also okay for you to ask. Like,
What are we?
Yes. What are we? What the plan of future do we have for this? We cannot just be dating with we are not going anywhere or we know anything.
Or talking stage for 3 years.
I was addressing the first move.
Talking stage for 3 years.
Yeah, I was addressing the first move.
For me, the first move, I'd rather put myself in the position for him to see me.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. So like you put yourself in a position for him to see you for how long?
For just a short while.
What is a short
For
while?
just a short while.
What's a short while?
Okay, a short while could be a month
Hey.
or weeks.
Okay.
No, but
Yes. You could do a lot of things that'll make this guy to see you. Honestly, we women will know how we go about things now.
Yeah.
If you want a guy to see you, know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Even if you have no plans to even stay with that guy, you know what to do to
How
make
to
him
make him
see.
sick.
Yes. We know exactly what to do.
You know, ladies.
You know how you
know.
slide his DM like, I'm just checking on you. I brought you breakfast today. Like,
don't check on people's husbands.
that's what is people's husband. We are not asking people's husband out.
Okay, I think I agree with both of you. I agree with both of you. There's a place of asking, you know, like what's up, what's going on, and also just making things clear. Like, let's say you realize that you both have the same interests and all of that. Like the way we are all abroad, you start talking to this person, and he, like, for example, when I met my husband, we started talking and all of that, and you know, many of the things that we talked about aligned. So, like, we were just friends and all of that, and I noticed that he had started taking interest in me, but I think he was still waiting before he could ask anything. So,
Look at her blushing.
yeah, so,
Till now, she's still blushing.
I know.
so I told him, like, oh, I want us to go out on a date. I'm asking you out on a date. Like, you know, just
That
chilling.
is okay.
Because, in fact, I wasn't the first person to take him out. He took me out before. Just for normal food, like you know how China is this normal restaurants.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let me also reciprocate. So I told him, like, oh, we're going to this place where you should meet me, like at the school gate, and we go together. So we went there, and you know, we had a good time. We ate and all of that. So even whilst we were there, he was talking. He's like, oh, I really like you. Like, I like the vibes and all of that. But I didn't really take him serious. I'm like, until he says, like, he goes down to the words, that's when I'll say that it's a done deal. Because sometimes this other gender is complicated. You will be there thinking you're in a relationship, and he says, when did I ask you? Like, you know. So I think after that we continued talking, and you know, he ended up asking me out. So my point is that, like you say, there's a way you can put yourself, you know, like you can show interest in him, because some of us play hard to get too much. Like the guy will be like, this girl doesn't like me at all, you know. But there's a way we can be when we have interest in the guy. But I don't know if I would have said the words to him, like, I want you and I to be in a relationship or anything. I would not have said those words.
Okay, let me put the clause. My clause to making the first move would also depend on time, how long you've known this person, you know, if you've grown fond of this person. I'm not talking of a year itself, just longer than that.
Okay.
Yeah? And also, we have to be deliberate about things.
Yeah.
Because the thing of you having a relationship or even meeting somebody or merging your life with somebody, it's also your time.
Yeah.
So I cannot be crushing on a guy for 3 years, right?
No.
And because it can get that bad. I know what I'm talking
People
about.
have been crashing from
Now,
high
why
school.
is he not
From high
seeing you?
school.
If he's not saying, that's why I'm saying that sometimes you will save yourself a lot of headache, a lot of stupid fantasy, you know, just by asking simple questions. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And the questions just direct your thoughts. You're like, okay, this is how this person sees me. Let it be that. Then you move on. But if you say, I will sit down like the daughter of I will wait till you ask me.
We die here.
We die here. Because, you know, there's a way you'll be fond of people. You can't even move on past that. Because
Like, you
for
can't
you,
see anybody else.
for you, this is your ideal. And this ideal is still staring at you, maybe every day checking on you. You guys are on the phone for 24 hours.
Then you
You
ask, what are
He
we
is my
doing?
man. You are my man.
You ask, what are we doing?
So
Yeah.
what is not said is not implied. When I learned that, I think everything changed for me.
Yeah.
What is not said is not implied. No matter how much interest the person showed, no matter how much, if the person doesn't want
Has
to
not
say
said
it,
it.
you have to force the person to say it.
Yeah.
Because it is also your life.
Yeah.
Your life that is involved. So, yeah.
Oh,
You
we
also,
need-
I think you also ask the right questions. Like,
yeah.
you cannot be checking on me. We go on dates or we hanging
Yeah.
out, and I don't know what are we. I'm definitely going to ask you, what are
Yeah.
we? What are we doing? Where are we heading?
You're not saying people
Yeah.
that can guilt trip you. What is wrong with me asking
I
you?
don't have time to
I-
answer that kind of
because
thing.
I
Okay,
like
then
you.
if
I
we
like
are,
your
if we are
That's because
friends,
I like you.
now if we are friends, we are friends. I don't hang
Yeah.
out with my friends every. Do I go
Yeah.
on dates with you every day?
No.
Do I send you good morning kiss and
Good night.
and I love you? Do I send you those things every day?
But you said me, I love you.
I send you. Is it every day? I'm asking. Is it every day?
Every day.
Is it every day?
You know, I had a conversation with one guy, and he said he lost interest in a girl because she was the one chasing him. Like he had liked her initially, but because she started chasing him, he lost interest. Because he was like, why are you desperate? Like, why are you trying to be the man? So he lost interest in the girl and he just ghosted her because he didn't know how to tell her, like, what you're doing is a turn off.
How long have they known each other?
I don't even know. I
I
didn't
think
ask the details.
there are so many variables you have to put into yes, there are levels to it. Because if it's someone that you really, really care about, you won't do that. You won't do that.
Yeah, okay, let me pick. I'll ask you for the ball. Hey.
Shake,
So we've answered how many questions now?
2.
And there's no better.
This is the third one.
This is the third.
Okay.
Hey. I don't know what to pick.
I'm right at the back guy.
Thank you. Ooh. What's one thing you feel women should stop doing, and what's one thing you feel women should do more?
I think women should stop minimizing themselves. Because I feel we have been taught a lot to minimize ourselves. And like you've been taught to minimize in order to glorify or to honor the man. But I think now, women should stop doing that because you probably will raise children, and just as it is for our generation that have seen the way our parents, try to minimize, our mothers try to minimize themselves in order for the man to shine. You have seen that there's really, everyone can shine. In a home, yes, there's positioning in the home, but everyone can shine, because when you raise a child to believe that they should minimize themselves, the child cannot separate that, there's difference to how you carry yourself in a workspace and at home and so they think that, even in the workspace, I should just stay low, and make the man shine, because that's what they've seen, that's what they've seen growing up. So I think, women should stop minimizing themselves, and what I think women should start doing more, it's just promote good vibes. Promote good vibes, because I think we have moved our entertainment as women, should change.
Should not be toxic.
Shouldn't be toxic. Shouldn't be to bring somebody down. Shouldn't be, because we are all in this battle together. A winning woman is, you when you see a winning woman, you're like, it means I can do it.
Of course.
Yeah. Look at this woman juggling 10,000 things and is still able to stand, is not falling at the pressure of, of one of those things. So seeing that strength in one woman, you just know that we should actually promote this. So we should just give out good vibe. Be the joy. That's all.
Yeah.
A coming Dr. Mia. What do you feel should women do more, and what do you feel that they shouldn't be doing at all? Like what should they stop doing?
Okay, so almost the same like what Gloria said, but just a little different. I feel like women should develop themselves more in whatever aspect they think they need development in. It could be education, it could be AI tools, it could be maybe
Even skills.
makeup, their skills, nails, like just anything that you are good at, even art or public speaking, whatever it is that you are good at, or something that you have a gift for and you haven't been working on. Because we women nowadays, to be honest, we all just want to marry a rich man, and maybe feel like life is
Did
just
you
going
say
to
we
be.
all?
That's what I wanted to ask. Who is we?
Like I'm talking about
Who is we?
Most
Say
women.
some.
Yes,
Okay,
some.
Some just want to marry a rich man and feel like the money should just be coming from him.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, because I see it on social media. Oh, God, where are you? Especially when you see rich couple.
God, where?
God,
God,
where?
when?
Am I a God when? Am I
Am I
a
a
vegetable?
fool?
Am I a potato? And I'm like, even you can also be a rich wife to a rich husband.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So I really think women should develop themselves more in every aspect that they think they need to develop themselves. Even self-discipline,
Yeah.
we need it. And what we shouldn't do more, don't give excuses for something you know that won't benefit you.
For bad behavior.
For bad behavior, like women, we always try to play nice,
Yeah.
be nice, because let's be honest, that's what society wants us to. And she's even the woman, why is she doing this one?
Yeah.
Why is she dressed like this? Why is her hair like this? Why is she so loud? Like all the negativity, if it's something that you like and want to go for, don't apologize for it.
Yeah.
Go and get it. If you want to go and get a PhD, get that degree in whatever, fly to whatever country on your own account, not on a man. If a man is willing to pay, fine.
Yeah.
But on your own, I can go and get it. And also, don't go by society
Standards.
standard. Like maybe you are a rich woman and you feel bad that you are rich and you are unmarried, you don't have kids. No. It's okay to be rich. It's okay to be wealthy. And when the time comes for you to have a husband and children, you're definitely going to have it. Because people put their life on hold or hide whatever they have because they are not married. They feel they have everything, they are successful at every other aspect of their life, but they don't see the success in their life because they don't have a man, they don't have kids. And they end up being so bitter and happy.
Yeah.
Don't do that. This 2025, don't do that.
I'd like to address that, because that work, we should draw the line between, being bold or being, standing for yourself. Because this working generation, we should draw the line. You want to be able to raise women that are informed of action and reaction, cost and consequences, right? Because people are like, woke, it's woke generation. I'm woke. And you're accumulating bad habits. We are promoting bad habits as confidence. We should draw the line because there are consequences. Whether we say it is being bold or it's not being bold, there are consequences to just being rash, not being, whether you are in this generation or you are existing 10 decades ago. Being rude is being rude.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Being nice is being nice. Now, when you're talking about being patriotically nice just because you're a female, that one I don't agree. But be respectful.
And be soft.
Yes, it is okay to be a lady if that is
Soft girl.
if that is what tickles you, right? We should, because there should be that balance. People are always promoting. People are misconstruing what it means to be, woke and what it means to be a decent human. So please, let's just get that.
You cannot also be.
Don't be a disrespectful human being.
In order not to be nice, it doesn't mean you should be disrespectful. You can still be nice and be respectful. But for you to stay in a situation where you are being taken advantage of and being abused,
of course,
and you be like, oh, I'm a woman, so I should just. No, that's where I'm coming from.
Okay, not acceptable.
Okay, so what women should do more? I feel like just be yourself. Like be be who you are. Be true to yourself. Like, know yourself. Because when you know yourself, someone can't come and tell you something that you're not.
No.
For example, if I know I'm silly and someone calls me silly, I will not be insulted by it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's my truth. So know yourself, know you. I feel like women should know themselves more, because when you don't know yourself as a woman, you'll be like water. In anything they put you, you shape into that. And that's no good. You have to be able to just be you. You stay as you. Like, okay, I'm in this situation. I will not become a potato. If I'm an egg, I will remain a potato. You know, that kind of thing. So women should be more true to themselves. That's what I feel. And then what women shouldn't do. There's a lot. There's a lot. But we always talk about this thing. Women shouldn't be each other's enemies, blah, blah, blah. Me, I still stand by that. Like, what does it benefit me to hate you? Or to hate you? Or to fight? Or to bring a fight between you two? What will it benefit me? If I say, oh, Glory, Mia said this about you, or she did this, and whatever, just to bring enmity between you two, how is it going to help me? It's not giving me any money. It's not going to give me any joy. It will not give me any peace. It will not give me anything. So what's the point? You know, like, women, we shouldn't be enemies of each other. And in fact, we shouldn't be enemies of anyone at all. Like, why are we being enemies of anything? Our only enemy is the devil.
Yeah.
That's the only enemy. All the other enemies are
self-inflicted.
Yes. So please, women, don't start carrying enemies that you are not supposed to be carrying. It's a big burden. It's a big burden. Okay, so let's switch it up. Okay. Because I'm seeing many questions. So each one picks a paper and answers that question. And if someone wants to add on to that, they can add on.
They can add.
Yes.
Just to take time. We pick it now?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Since we've all picked one each, so.
Okay.
Yo.
So me, I'll go first. Whatever you
Yeah,
see.
we just start from there.
This question is so funny. Why don't women ever know what to eat?
And it came for you. This question came for you. Please answer it.
I don't know. Even now, I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to have for dinner this night. I think our taste buds
are different.
Please don't give me food.
It's wild. This one only God knows. That Eve went to eat fruit. That there were fruits everywhere, but the fruit that they were told not to eat, Eve is the one who went to eat it.
It's what she wanted to eat.
Yes. So the female taste buds.
I don't know. But if you know the answer, please write it in the comments.
Yes. Please tell us the answer, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't know what to say to you.
Yes. Because even now, I don't know what to eat tonight.
If you're pregnant, you attribute it to hormones.
No, but it's not only when you're pregnant that your hormones are out. I heard that before your menstruation, there's certain foods you're supposed to eat. Even during like your first day, you have to eat a lot of protein.
Okay.
And all of that. So sometimes probably our hormones throughout the cycle still influence our choices of food. Yeah.
Okay, so my question said, what advice would you give to your younger self about navigating your womanhood?
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's an interesting question.
Well, I think I'm just going to start from the point where I knew myself, which is from being a teenager, till this point. So I think the advice I'll advise myself would just be the word is just calm down and know that the word has a lot in store for you. Calm down. In as much as you follow the process, you trust the process, put God first. You definitely arrive at that destination that God wants you to arrive. Because I think as a young person, I dealt with a lot of anxiety. You know, just anxious about everything. Anxious about passing an exam. Anxious about, you know.
You're saying as a teenager, some of us are still in that boat.
No, I'm just thinking from where I really knew myself then. You know, because as kids in primary school, we didn't have those worries. Where I started having personal worries, you know, and anxious about, you know, even life, in the sense that I wasn't even sure of myself enough to understand that, because I was raised in an environment where everybody was getting pregnant as a teenager. So I'm like, would I even not get pregnant one day? Because
it's just normal.
Just by walking on the street,
by seeing a man.
I'm telling you, I had that fear.
Yeah.
I had that fear. Like, I needed to be hiding. Literally, that anxiety was really. So, like, just, I would have advised myself, embrace your womanhood. Just embrace it. You don't need to be afraid of it. You don't need to be ashamed of it, because I think also our aunties, maybe just what they know is not like deliberately. They didn't know better. You know, they want to also shame you. They are touching your breast. You too. This age, you have all these breasts. You know, they're like, you know, tapping your bum bum. Where are you getting all this from? You know, so I think as a teenager, the younger me tried to suppress, minimize. You know, I was wearing big trousers and, you know, this sports bras that can flatten your breast. So all that, not until around 21, I started understanding that, I can embrace womanhood and be proud about it and be happy about it, because it's my journey. So I would have just told my younger self, calm down. It's not that serious. You know, enjoy it. What is going on with you?
Like, you will never come back to that young age.
So for me,
enjoy it.
And then to add on to what you said, I would also say follow the right people. Like, have the right people you look up to. Because if you look up to the wrong people as a teenager, oh, only God.
No, but you know, for us at that time, we didn't have social media. There was no social media. So we are not getting external influence.
Really? You guys never used to look at, you know, Oprah, all this Beyonce and all of that. Like, some people wanted their life to be just like Beyonce's.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't really
They wanted to look like Rihanna.
I wouldn't really say I have that much external influence as a teenager. Maybe from like 20, you know, 16, that is when, but like that 13, 12, all those age, I didn't have all those influence. So it's the immediate environment. Like
Okay, that's interesting. Hey, this question. How do you navigate societal expectations about your appearance as a woman? And just being yourself. Know what works for you, what you're comfortable in. Because, let's say, because society expects women to always have makeup on. Now I'll punish myself to do makeup, and I'll get breakouts all over my face. Who is it going to help? You know. So it's just be comfortable. Being comfortable with being yourself. Me, I'm very comfortable with being myself. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care. Right now, I can even, you know, join my sisters, shave my hair. Because it's just hair. Because it's just hair at the end of it. You know, some people have attached so much importance to things that don't really matter. Like, they feel like if you cut your hair, their life is over. It's just hair. It will grow back. You're not Samson. You are not Samson. You don't lose your power. You know, it's just hair. And you just stick to yourself. I've heard some people say, some women shouldn't have locks. This one that I have my locks, have I changed to being a man? I don't know. Do I look manly to you guys? Have these things disappeared?
Only when you wear that jacket.
Which jacket?
My ship. Do you know what happened to me? Yesterday I went to the quiet place.
The story yesterday.
I went to the quiet place and the Chinese guy was talking to me.
Yes, they will come. He was like,
Shifu.
how are you? So I didn't look at him initially because I didn't think he was talking to me.
I told you.
So it's like he was about to tap me. He was about to tap me and say like, did you hear me talking to you? So that's when he looked at my face and said, sorry. I just had to laugh right in front of him because the thing about me.
I told you this why my jacket will put you in trouble.
Oh boy, no, that's
What kind of why my jacket is that? If you go outside, you see all of them.
It was so funny. But anyway, yeah, like we were saying, like don't imprison yourself by things that fade. Even the Bible says, beauty is vain.
Of course.
It's vain. So don't fall to society's, expectations of you. The only expectation you should follow is God. After God, damn everyone else. I'm sorry. Like after God, because sometimes society will be like, oh, if you look a certain way, you should wear, short, skimpy things and all of that. Like some people who have like very shapely body, someone will be like, hey, if I had your body, people will suffer in this world. Who told you that because you have the body, you should now move naked?
Yeah.
So don't follow God's expectation. Forget society. Society they'll move on. Life goes on. You see all these standards of things. People move on. They'll talk about you for 2-3 days. Something else will come up. They'll forget. Forget society. Face your friend, face your God, and move. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Yeah. I agree. Let's move to the next question. Shuffle.
Shuffling.
Okay, you said we take
we take one each. They're still looking a lot.
We do the beats that we can do.
This one, yes, dear Lord, I wish you did. Do you wish you had an older sister? Heavenly Father, I really wish I had an older sister. An older brother.
Really?
And older everything if possible.
Why?
Because I'm an older everything. I'm an older sister and older brother.
Right.
Pressure is
A
real.
lot of pressure.
You also wish you had an older sister?
Maybe a brother.
Really? I don't wish I had older
older
siblings.
brother, not the older
The pressure
sister. The older brother.
The pressure is there, yes, but I try to imagine myself as a younger sibling. I feel like I would have been a terror. Like, my siblings would have hated me. But maybe probably it would have changed who I am. Because I'm looking at it with my personality now being the oldest. But maybe if I was younger, my personality would have been different. Yeah, so I don't know. But I don't wish I had older siblings.
I wish I had.
Just sometimes when life is hard, I'm like, I wish I had, an older sister to, tend to for advice and all of that. But over the years in life, God has placed people in my life that have stood in that place.
Okay.
And I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
I just feel like an older brother because I feel like I wish someone can give me can provide the lens of a man at my level.
Yeah.
At my level, I've seen girls that this is what the guy is thinking. This is what the guy. So I feel like
It's true.
yeah.
For me, I had
It's not
older
that
cousins
deep,
like that.
It's
So
not that deep, but it's not that deep. But I
Yeah.
just if it's a wish, like
yeah.
I wish, but
Because a man always know a man.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's true.
true though.
Okay,
But
so
anyway, I'm
Mhm.
grateful to be a older sister.
oh yeah,
It comes with a lot of privileges.
Really? Do
Yes.
you feel like the privileges outweigh the responsibilities?
Not really, but
No,
at least it comes
it's a
with
balance.
No,
Yeah, there's
it's not a balance.
It's not a balance.
It's not a balance. It's not a
The
balance.
responsibility is actually more
Than
at least-
advantages.
But I love the position that God puts me because I feel like it forms your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
because that responsible. It's more like I always try to attribute it like the mother hen. You know, because of that position that God has given you, it's very few older, like firstborns that I don't see like that. But those ones, you just know that at some point in life has hit them and changed their mindset. But most people, you see that they have that protective energy. They're always there for people. Because of that position that you have assumed. So it's easier for you to be the same way to other people. That's why I think we are all accommodating. You know, people will say, "Oh, your house, people are always coming to your house. People are always coming." It boils down to the fact that we are all first children. So we know how to be warm to people, how to be receptive to people, make them comfortable, stuff like that. So I think, but I don't think the benefits outweigh the responsibility.
No, the responsibility is there. It's not going away.
It's not going.
I think the benefit was only when we were young, when we were the only child. After that, all the benefits kind of
I still have
away.
my benefits.
Really?
I still send my siblings around, like when I'm home.
Oh, of course, that one.
That one, definitely.
That one, yes.
I think that one you definitely, you know, even me now, I've become a terror in that. Because now when I go at home, I don't wash clothes.
No.
Although we do have a washing machine.
Yeah.
Even with the washing machine, they will be the one that will take the clothes to the washing machine.
Yeah.
Do you know how long I washed clothes in this life that my hands were peeling? Do you know? Now there's even washing machine and you can't wash it. You cannot just dump it inside. Hey, no.
You go wash.
Hey, you go wash. No, but my siblings, they are always open to all that. It's not like, oh, cut this woman some slack. Oh, he has done so much.
A lot.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
they're always for that. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
So this question is very big, as a matter of fact.
Hey, this question is big.
It's very big. It's very big.
It's a lot though. How do you overcome your
So
challenges?
the question says,
Because the challenges have levels.
how do you overcome your challenges? Like, do you can we streamline it? Like, what kind of challenges exactly?
Maybe.
Well, I'm just going to, I think how I overcome challenge is by doing and letting time. But ultimately, God, you have to bring in the God factor.
Yeah.
You know, in as much as I always try to feel, I want to empty myself in every situation, any challenging situation. So that's why I come by saying, that's what I mean by saying doing. Yeah. If it is a challenge that is within, even if it's not within my capability or my ability, you know, I would exhaust the resources, you know, around me or within me to solve that challenge. And in this process, of course, praying to God, you know, because I feel if God is in the process, it will work out. You know, but at the point that I am exhausted, there's a mantra that has guided me, you know, since I've been a teenager. It says, man's extremity is God's opportunity. So, for every challenge, that is my watchword. My extremity is God's opportunity. So, at the time that I'm like, Baba, you see, you gave me this ability. Everything that you have equipped me with to solve this problem, I've exhausted it. So now, come in and do what only you can do.
Take charge.
Do what only you can do. So that's how and I think also time helps. Time helps. Have you been in situations where you're like, okay, all that emotions that I was feeling when this was going on, what happened? Those emotions feel like they are never going to go away. At the time we were experiencing it, they always feel like they're never going to go away. This is too difficult. It can never go away. But when you're on the other side, you're like, God, how time can heal you and give you peace and yeah, you're like,
Our emotions, you remind me of Monday when we went for the defense. Remember that Monday morning? It was raining.
Yeah.
And people were like, the place was so cold, the weather was so bad. Guess what? I didn't even notice that weather. I didn't notice that rain, but I had my own pressure.
Of course.
Yeah.
And the emotion flew in when we got in the hall. I was supposed to be, I think, the fifth the fifth. I was supposed to be the fifth person. All of a sudden, they switched the entire sequence. My lab mate and he was the first, I was the second. We were like, what's happening? Because mentally, we know that we are supposed to be like fourth and fifth. But they just changed the entire thing. They just call him, you are the first. He's like, what? I'm not prepared. He's prepared to defend, but not prepared to be the first.
He was thinking he would see other people, right?
Yes. And so we just had so many emotions flowing around that day. I'm like, oh no. Situation can really challenge you. What's happening, and you just be feeling somehow.
Yeah, you get blinded to.
Yes, because people complain of that weather, and I was like, I didn't even notice what was happening.
You're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You're overwhelmed by the situation. So typically, that's what I'll advise. God first, then you do, then you give it time, then. When that is not working, then you go back to God again. Baba, it is on you.
And don't forget to rest, though.
Of course.
Problem not the finish.
You know the finish.
Make sure to rest so that you will have energy to face another day.
Yeah. I think that is where time comes in.
Yeah.
Because
Some
when you try and try, you close. For example, if you are a researcher, you close your laptop, you sleep. You sleep.
In fact, you can even leave it on so that maybe as you are sleeping, something will be typing there.
The Holy Spirit will
type there. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, so mine. This is a very profound question. I don't even know where to start from answering it. But anyway, what is the most impactful piece of advice a woman has given you about being a woman?
Interesting.
Okay, answer. We will.
I've been looking at this and trying to think, but where I go back to is during COVID. During COVID, I was able to binge YouTube. YouTube. God will bless you for me, because during COVID, I was doing a lot of self-discovery. If you were in China during COVID, you know. I was doing a lot of self-discovery, and I found, powerful women on YouTube. And I was also trying to love being a woman, because growing up, I hated being a woman. Because when I look at society, especially my culture where I grew up, I didn't see anything that benefited women that time. Like, when I look at the marriage, like some of the teachings, they'll talk about marriage, it was always about suffering. So as a woman, you have to endure. Even if your husband does this, you just have to be there. And I was like, I don't want this for my life. I don't want this. What is it wrong to be a woman? Is it a curse? So I came across this preaching by two preachings actually. One by Pastor Mildred, Kingsley Okonkwo, and one by Reverend. She's now Bishop Funke Phyllis Adejumo. These two women, there are some things that they say. They said, go to the Bible and you will see that being a woman was not a curse. Like, you will see God standing up for women in the Bible. That the woman that they wanted to stone to death because of adultery, Jesus asked them, he who has not sinned, cast the first stone. Everyone disappeared. There were those daughters, I've forgotten the name of their father, but their father died and they were only daughters. And they wanted to take their inheritance from them. So when they took the matter, higher, like to higher authorities, God said, give them the land. give it to them. So I said, so women actually have rights. Because growing up, it didn't feel like that.
But there's a place of culture and there's a place of religion.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So we shouldn't think that, everything that our culture approves is what God's
No, because when they use culture, in culture, they'll also fit religion to fit the culture. So when they even look at the scriptures, they'll just tell you the scripture about submission. All the other scriptures about women doing this, doing that, they'll not tell you.
No.
It's just that submission one that they use in African culture. I don't know about you guys, you can share in the comment section.
Yeah.
But in the African culture, it was just that submission. And that's why some people who are trying to be woke now are saying they don't want to submit. Because they've been imprisoned in that submit, that they don't see anything good out of it. So please, I feel like I'm even talking too much. Yeah, so it's just knowing your identity as a woman in God. That's the only way you know your true value. Because he's the one who created us. Come on. He said I will make a helper suitable for him. And if you are a helper suitable for this person, you will not be a bad thing. How can you be a bad thing when you're helping someone? You can't.
True.
So, yeah. I think that's what I can say. I don't know if you have anything to add on. I don't know. Or we answer the next question.
I think for me, one of the most impactful thing that a woman has done for me,
The advice.
Advice. Okay, maybe mine did come as an advice. Of course, I had so many women that have been very influential in my life. My mom and my aunties and all that. But I think there's one thing that really, changed my mind about womanhood. And that was when I think I turned 21 or thereabout, or 19. I've forgotten the age. But my aunt, which was my uncle's wife, she bought me a book, I think called Every Woman, something like that. But this book, it just helps you embrace yourself, teaches you how to take care of yourself, how to nurture yourself, how not to be, I think for me, that was when my tomboy years, I'm done.
You were once a tomboy?
Yes.
Really?
A bruiser one for that matter. Oh my goodness. I would wear the singlets and the big baggies and stuff like that, because, I feel like I don't want to be seen as being a sexual, tool, sort of.
Yeah.
So that book, for me, it was that gesture. That gesture really helped me to embrace my feminism and my womanhood. Yeah.
Wow.
So
great.
we should share those kind of experiences to other people.
Yeah. This is why we're having such conversations, because we can learn from one another. Especially as women, the only person who you hear from about being female is a female. I don't know what a man will tell you about being being a woman unless he's a trained professional in that area. But
and I always say, it's good to share our experiences because it validates some young girl. It makes you know that you are not abnormal. Because some of these things, when you react in a certain way, you're like, I'm not like other people, so it's abnormal. So you need to hear other people's experience, that they've been in that awkward state, and now they've, at least became, or they're becoming, they're understanding what's going on with them and all that. So that's why it's important we share. So that's true. Okay, so we do the shuffle thing again.
Oh, Dr. Mia, you wanted to say something?
You want to say something? Just something short.
Yeah, please tell us.
Okay. So one thing I can remember someone said to me, and she's a lady, she was like, have confidence in yourself and don't allow anyone take you for granted. So it's more like know yourself and trust yourself. So then she gave a scenario. Like, you see this person being a TV what? Host or TV personality or something like that. If you also want to be a TV personality, you can be. So don't feel like, oh, only this person can do it, I also cannot do it. She focused more on self-confidence, and that really helped me. In situations like maybe my feet challenge, but this person did, so it's almost like a reference point for me. This person did it before, right? That means I can also do it, even do it better.
Yeah, like the way we were expecting your channel. We're expecting your channel, so if I can do it, you can also do it. You
like
know.
the way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'll pray about it.
Belt.
I'll pray about it.
Under the belt sheet. It was like.
I'll pray about it. What?
Hey.
Your own words, my sister. Your own
Maybe
words.
I have to do something that I'm called to do. Then I can do it.
Many are called.
So if you are chosen,
You are the chosen. You are the chosen. Okay.
Okay, whose turn is it? Mine?
All of us.
We're all going to take the same. Okay.
It's a Women's Day episode, so even if it's 3 hours, you will watch it.
Yes. Don't sleep on us.
Don't sleep.
Because we're not sleeping
Wake
now.
up because we are here.
Okay, this one says, what's the best thing about female friendships? And also, what's the worst thing? Why couldn't it be the best thing? What's the best thing about female friendships? I think it's a female getting to understand how you feel in certain situations. Like just take for instance, maybe cramps, maybe heartbreak. Maybe you having insecurities about a certain part of your body.
Yeah,
those small kind of things. A female friend will understand how you feel. Like, you cannot go and tell a guy I'm having cramps and you understand. There's no way he's going to understand. He cannot relate.
You just say, "Oh, sorry,
You just
too
say
bad."
sorry. He cannot relate.
Yeah.
Like I'm having cramps. I lost my appetite. I'm having backache. I'm purging.
Yeah.
You alone.
All these problems.
Only you. Are you okay? Yeah. So those kind of things, though. And what are the worst things? I don't know. You ladies can talk. Maybe I'll come back to that. I don't know yet.
Okay, so this says, have you ever had any insecurity about yourself, and how have you overcome them? I think just in hindsight, I think whatever insecurity I had about myself was projected on me. So they are not my reality now. I don't see it like that.
Yeah.
I'll give a good example. You know, I did mention being a tomboy and trying to, shrink myself and all that. Those were very insecure days for me, and of course I overcame that by, getting to know myself and appreciate my feminine side. But in recent years as an adult, I think what comes to my mind very, very profoundly was when I was dating. I think I was dating this guy sometime when I was doing my masters. Supposed to get married, stuff like that. Even engaged, as a matter of fact. I was so into him. Then he always says to me, "Don't laugh a certain way." I know you. He said, "Don't laugh a certain way because you have a big gum. It doesn't match your teeth."
When you were asking me out, you didn't see it.
Nah.
I'm like, at that time, I tell you, I took it very seriously. I'm like, I just laugh like this. Like, about veneers, getting veneers, getting, trying to wear braces, I was just looking for a problem that wasn't there. Just because someone that I really put at, like, I consider very close to me said that. So I wanted to look good for him. But when that ended, or when that relationship went down, somebody one day was telling me that someone told me, or just a compliment, that, oh, I like your teeth.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, is it the same
teeth?
Are you referring to another one?
I was looking for, that I took that in, I soaked it in, and that became me for the longest time. I felt the need to be conscious of myself. So, for every insecurity that we have, if it was projected on us, we should just purge it out.
Yeah.
Because I think consciously, anything that makes me uncomfortable about myself I've consciously decided that is what I will laugh as big as I want to laugh. Anybody that wants to get uncomfortable, let them get used to it. You understand?
Yeah.
We'll be fine. But as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, So most of my insecurities, or that's what I can really remember, were external. So I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those. Because now I know how to manage myself. You cannot project anything you see or you think. I have big eyes. Good luck to you. There are people that are going to open up their eyes. I have big lips. Good luck to you. There are people that are going to fill up their lips. I have this. Good luck to you. So the point is, just be comfortable enough to know that whatever insecurities you have is probably the strength. It's what other people are looking for. So don't just tap into it as strength. And
when you mentioned the ex, you reminded me of something funny. So I once dated this guy, like when I was like during my teenage years. I don't know if I can even call that dating because we broke up in like less than 2 weeks.
Friendship.
Yeah. So I broke up with this guy. I don't know if he was offended, so he was trying to find a way to hurt me. So I met him at church. At church. He came to church, and then I think we were the ones serving the refreshments that day. So me, I served just innocently as always. And when I was passing, he was like, you would have really been more beautiful if you had a bigger butt. I just looked at him and like, bro, you don't make me insecure. It hurt in that instance, but I said this will not define me. Like, I know what I look like in the mirror, and this thing that you've said, my brother, no. I'm no part of that one.
But even if it is the truth is we should get used to what we come with, to the point that anybody that says any part of your body that people actually say they don't like, if you project it to them enough, like don't care, you see that it probably will become, they're like, I like that awkward smile. They just like you for that funny thing or that stupid thing that people think you do.
It's like nicknames. When you keep getting offended over a nickname, they'll keep calling it, and when they see that you're no longer offended, they move on.
Don't let anybody trigger you with any insecurity. That's all I'm saying.
I used to be bullied when I was young because of my teeth. They used to call me rabbit teeth. So I always wondered, I'm like, this teeth, what am I going to do? But then I looked at the rest of my family, especially like my dad's side. Like, our dentition is not perfect. And I was like, please, I beg, I can't kill myself. I continue smiling, and people would tell me, I love your smile. I'm like, okay. Okay, we are laughing my smile. So it's just life. Like, everyone has We are all made in God's image. That's one thing I've come to see, and we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Someone said, even though some are more fearful than others.
Oh my goodness.
So if you are fearful, accept you're fearful. Accept you're fearful. It's part of God. It's part of God. Accept the fearful part.
Some people are mean. Some people are mean. Oh my God, how do people think of that?
Accept the fearful. It's part. It's part. The fearful and the wonderful is part. So just accept everything.
Oh my God.
Of course, if there are things you can change. I didn't say surgery, please.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about surgery. Surgery for me, I feel like it's just for health matters, but everything else, Like if you can go to the gym to change something, you can go. But some of us, I can't go to the gym to remove my forehead. There's nothing I can do. My forehead will be here. You know. So you just accept it. When people tease you, you laugh with them. In fact, you even tease it first. You'll be like, hey, have you seen how my forehead is shining today?
Yeah, no.
The glory of God.
Yes.
The glory of God is heavy on me. You know, just
Yeah, true.
try to laugh about some of these things. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I don't think there's anyone that, God forbid, that they've died and on their tombstone they wrote, could have looked better with this, could have looked better with that. No one will remember all of those things. It's vanity. It's all vanity.
And it's good to aspire to be, I think simple aspiration is also good.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Komana, nails are like my future dream.
Your nails goes.
My nail goes,
Right.
right? So yeah, if there's something you want to improve, if it's something that is within your power,
Exactly.
but it shouldn't. But my point is that it shouldn't be something projected on you by other people.
Yeah.
Because as a person, probably raised from your home, nobody ever told you that you are like this or you are like that. You understand? But now people now wake up and they think that this person needs to be adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Nobody should reconstruct you in their
Right.
They are not the one that
Yeah, imagine like a tailor.
they should not be the one. Yeah, but if it's you that aspire, I like to do this. I like yes, you make those efforts, right? Try it. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, I mean, you leave on.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay, so my question is, how has your relationship with God helped you through life? Hey, if not for God,
We have been.
if not for God, please, we don't want to start crying here.
Mm.
It's not that kind of episode.
Another hallelujah challenge right now.
It's not that kind of episode. We'll start doing testimony time and
Next
crying
time.
and praising. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Oh.
I came home today. How do we even know that this question will come up? I came home today. I was telling Komana that today I was just listening to this. The more that I look in the details, the more that you build in my life.
The more of your goodness I see.
But my point exactly is the more I look in the details, the more I go back and check the details of this thing.
Yeah.
You are just in awe. You are
But
just in
God.
awe that God.
But God.
But God. So there's nothing. It's just God. There's no A, B, C. It's just one.
All that
It's
you
just
see
God.
here, that we are seated here, is just
It's just
God.
It's just God. It's just
There is God though.
It's
No,
just
sure.
God. Like, there are so many instances in my life. If I had to start listing them, we will not end today. Even if it were to be a live video, you will leave, you watch for 2 minutes, you leave, you will come back and find me still talking. It's a lot. And sometimes it even helps when you talk to your parents. There was a time I was asking my mom, I think it was my birthday. I don't know if it was last year or some years ago. And I was asking her, like, how was my birth like? And all of that. She said, it was God. I think when I was born, I wasn't crying or something like that. I don't know what really happened, but there was some complication. So even just from birth, some of us, it has been battle. From birth, it has been a battle until now. But God, has continued sustaining us. So,
Yes.
Even days that my relationship with God wasn't good, because trust me,
Yeah,
we
it's not
listen, we
always-
don't judge. There were
It's
times
not
that
always perfect.
I was just, okay, God, you stay there. Let me do my
Let
stuff.
me do me.
Let me do my stuff. When I'm done, I will meet
We'll
you.
continue.
God was still there. He was still faithful. Even when I was unfaithful to him,
Yeah.
he was faithful.
Mm.
Hey, God.
It's good, though.
We shouldn't just run out of grace to God,
Ah,
because hey,
God
Yeah.
has seen me through. God has seen me through. In a foreign country. I came to China when I was 16.
That's really
And
young.
this year I'll be 27.
That's really, wow.
My adult life,
Oh,
95% of it has been here in China.
Oh, yeah.
And you think it's not God that has kept me. I've seen people that came here, died, went back home. People who came here were deported, went back home. People who came here, they didn't go back with their papers because of one complication and the other.
My first
A lot.
year when I came, we had a lady was she from Zimbabwe? Yeah, she's from Zimbabwe. She had cancer. The mom had to come, stayed with her in the hospital, took her home because the insurance could not support them. She went home and died.
Oh, God.
My dear,
sad.
it's very sad.
Like so many experiences and so many things. Like the many near-death experiences I've had here. When I reach home, I'm like, did that just happen to me? Like, I'm so confused. You know? But God has been there. Like, if not for God, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
In any form whatsoever, I would not be here if not for God. If not for God, just trust him. Even if you are not perfect in your walk with him at that moment, he will grow you. Just stay in God. Don't say, I'm no longer a believer. I'm leaving this God for you people. Like you forsake God. If you forsake God, you're on your own. Don't forsake him. If you're angry with him, just tell him, God, please forgive me, but don't forsake him. Don't turn your back.
I always think that people that were not raised in Christianity, like, okay, let me don't say only Christianity, because maybe there are people from, maybe they're Muslims, or people that are not raised generally with the God mindset.
Yeah.
The God mindset as your support system. I wonder how
They survive.
how do they deal with what's your resting place? What will be your resting place if you are in situations that you have done all that you can, that is humanly possible, and still it's not, like, that level of hopelessness? How can you endure that as a human being
On your own.
on your own? I feel like if that is the only benefit that we enjoy as Christians, I mean, it is outstanding. Just knowing that there's somebody that, that is seeing all that is happening. Like, he's there.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. And if he permits whatever is happening, it's because he has a bigger plan. And you will see it eventually. So I wonder how people manage I wonder how people manage. Because
when I look around,
life will be too
how
hard.
do these people manage? Like, how
Life
do
will
they
be too
That's
hard.
why there's so many cases of suicide here.
Yeah, life will be too hard.
Because sometimes your parents can't help you, and many of them don't even have siblings. So
Yeah.
they have their own battle, and they just feel it's not enough. They just jump. They can't take it.
They just end it.
Yeah, because there is nothing else. There is no one. The only higher power some of them believe is money. And when you have the money and your problems are still not going away, what do you do?
Money cannot buy life.
Yes, money cannot buy everything. Should we do the last round of questions?
Yes,
or we finish there?
Okay, we do one.
Let's do the last one.
Oh, it's
Oh,
almost
but this
done.
one was done.
So we can-
Let's finish there.
We can finish.
I think there is one paper that is an error, so check if your question is not complete. I noticed there was one that had an error somewhere.
This one is very stupid. Oh God, are we going to live here today? Are we going to live here today? This kind of question.
I don't want to.
Who is going to start? Okay.
Okay.
How has your understanding of femininity evolved over time?
Okay.
Mine have just made me to get softer and more softer.
This one, she's the definition of softness. If
More
you want to
softer,
learn how
more
to be
stress.
soft as a woman,
Please.
it's this lady you should come
Pause.
to. Hey.
How to
No
pause.
stress, yes. Because being a female, I think is something that I enjoy. I came out to anyone. I would tell people like, even in the next one, I'm not sure I want to be a man.
Yeah.
I enjoy being a female. So, how has it evolved over time? It just made me to realize that being a woman is a journey. Today you feel good about yourself. Tomorrow maybe you wake up feeling, why am I feeling so sluggish? Why am I clumsy sometimes? So sometimes you wake up feeling good about yourself. Another day you may wake up feeling, why is my forehead like this and that? So it's like
Sometimes you look at the mirror and your other eye looks like it's facing one side.
So it's a journey. You get to embrace it
Yeah.
at every stage. At every step, you get to embrace it. And some days you wake up, I think I'm going to take my makeup to another level.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take my baking class to another level. My cleaning up. Like, you just
Yeah.
get to enjoy doing those little things that you won't see men doing, or
Yeah.
you
They
won't
have
see
their own thing.
They have their own thing. So I think being a woman is a gift.
Yeah.
So you embrace it, you enjoy it. If it's decorating, cleaning up that you like doing, you go ahead and do it. If it's looking good, going for a massage, going to the spa, doing your nails, your hair, your makeup, or anything little, fine, you can do it. Just enjoy your womanhood and don't stress about, oh, this person is looking that way and I'm looking this way. I don't feel good about myself.
Yeah.
You can still be looking this way and make yourself to look better.
Yeah.
Do things that make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so mine. It shouldn't take us into a history class, but I don't.
Just give a summary.
It says that what stupid thing you have done for love?
God have mercy upon us.
So I'll take the question again. So my question says, most stupid thing you
Most
have
stupid thing.
done for love. Most stupid thing. So it has to be one, Abby.
I don't know.
It has to be one.
It has to be one.
Give us the top one.
I think the most stupid thing will be me taking 1 year to get over a breakup.
Hey.
But is that stupid though? I don't know if that can
No,
qualify
I
as
think
stupid.
it's stupid.
Really?
I think it's stupid in hindsight, because the things I did in that 1 year,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's stupid.
Mm.
At the
I
top
see.
of it, I will tell you, I ran every day.
Huh?
No caps. No caps. I ran every day of that
With no
1
one chasing you.
With no one chasing me.
No one was chasing you.
I will run and I will cry. I will run and my running time is my crying time.
Was that in China or back
It
home?
was here in China.
I'm sure the cameras captured you running and crying.
Yeah, it was a very
Difficult
I feel
time.
like, yeah. I don't know if it's worth it. It's not. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, but maybe that's what I needed then, or that's what I thought I needed
At
then.
that time.
Yeah,
Oh.
1 year. You know,
Wow.
it got so bad that, I had this habit habit of going to, I'm a Catholic, so we have a Blessed Sacrament house, you know, where the Holy Communion is always stationed. So we believe that God is there, you know.
Yeah.
So I would go there in the winter. In the winter, I would lie down on the floor, like floor.
You just need a therapist.
I know, therapist. Just one slap was going to be enough. That's to reset your brain. Just one
I am
slap.
telling you, you know, because we feel like when you're mourning, you know,
Yeah.
it's like you've lost,
Yeah.
you know, like, and I think all that year actually, you know, rebranded me, or because at that time when you feel like, oh, your life is so in sync with this person, like I didn't imagine myself
out of it.
Yeah,
Like Annie and
I
Two-Face.
didn't know myself.
Like
out of
Annie
it.
and Two-Face.
I'm telling you, real Annie and Two-Face
You
situation.
imagine yourself out of the picture.
No, the point is I didn't know myself out
Yeah.
of that situation, because I feel like I grew into understanding myself in that relationship. So like, yeah, all the aspiration and dream and everything, I thought it was in it. So I didn't know myself at that time. So it got so bad. I lied on the floor because, you know, back home we believe that if you are mourning in your sober time, you should lie on the floor, roll and say, my God, my father, see me.
Elroy.
The God that sees me.
Elroy.
You feel like if you've not done all of that, you have not mourned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would do that on the cold floor in the winter. Then the nuns in the church, I know they will come, they'll be begging me that please let them lay the carpet for me to lie down. You know, that they should, that it's okay, that they can, that they, I would think they want to ask me to leave, I won't want to go.
Yeah.
At that time, my Chinese was good, but I'll tell them that, no, I just want to stay on the floor. They said, no.
We die here.
Come and get sick here.
It's cold. It's cold. They will lay the carpets for me to lie down and you know,
cry
just
as
cry.
yourself.
Like I was just repeating that circle. But yeah, after like the 1 year, I think that I have had enough.
Okay, wait. So now imagine you didn't have God.
Where were you
You
going
go crazy.
No,
You went down the road. Someone can pick you up.
I'm telling you, if I didn't have God, no, I don't think I'll be here with that with that situation.
Yeah.
Because everybody was worried. Everybody, my dad, everybody will call and, you know, are you okay? Are you doing well? You know, they know that this is a hit, but it's going to be better. It's going to get better. Just hold on.
You even want to tell them, like, you people don't know heartbreak. You want to tell your parents, like, please, you don't understand heartbreak. You are too young.
I think at that time I was like 60, like my weight was like 60. You know, sometimes when I say I want to lose weight, I'm not trying to hit that 60 because I don't want to be traumatized. Because it's a trauma it's a trigger for me. I feel like I want to lose weight, but I don't want to get to 60. Because what that implies to me is my days of
sorrow.
Yeah, terrible memories. So nah. But like I said, I don't think it was worth it. Yeah, I don't think so. Nobody should follow that. It's stupid. It's stupid because people.
Please, may I want to hear your own. What's the most stupid thing you've done for love?
Oh, my own has hit her so hard. It's too extreme. She doesn't
Like, I'll do because I know
crying at church for me.
I know I've done a lot of stupid things, but for 1 year, no. At least 1 month I'm over you. No. At least 1 month I'm over you. We cannot be going that long. If I give you 1 month, I mean I really like you. But if I'm just like don't like you, please, we are done by 1 week.
I think for me, the most stupid thing I've done for love is staying in a relationship I knew wasn't working for me.
Yeah, me too. I think same thing.
Yeah,
I think
because
the relationship I knew wasn't working.
I felt imprisoned in that because when I got into a relationship with that person, like before I got into a relationship with that person, someone had commented on one of my posts. I had posted some guy I was dating, and she was like, you is it like you're always changing boyfriend?
Hey.
So that became a trauma for me, because I was like, I don't want to be tagged with this thing. Because for me, previously, if something is not working out, I just see you misbehaving anyhow. We break up, we go our way. Why are we staying? I mean, let's move on to better things. So for me, that became a trauma. So when I entered this next relationship, that person knew about that message. So that's what he would use sometimes, like, you want to leave. Again, you have a new boyfriend. You know, that kind of thing.
It's leverage. He has leverage.
Yes, it became like leverage. So I ended up staying in a relationship for no reason, because I was just scared of that tag of being known as someone who keeps dating people. But, that what was going to be bad about leaving someone that things are not working out with, So that was very stupid. I would not advise anyone to just stay just because of other people. You are the one in the relationship.
It's not other people.
You are the one in the relationship, not other people. If you know that when you look at this person and you think of 5 years later, or if you think of being married to this person and it scares you, like your heart is even doing boom, 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 please
go.
Carry your slippers.
Don't waste more time.
Dust your shoes and run. Please, thank you.
I think one stupid thing would be being in a relationship that you know is not working, but you don't want what people will say. What people will say.
Yeah.
The expectations.
The expectation of people. Oh, why is she leaving him? He said this, he said that, and then you're like, when I think of the future, I don't see this person because I know this is not it.
Yeah.
But you are just there managing and don't know what to do because what are they going to say?
Relationship is your only chance to live. Because once you get married, it's not that easy for you to just say, I'm living like this. Families are involved, church is involved, court is involved. But relationship is just between you. You just write the message, please, it's over. Or you call the person, or you meet the person and say, my friend,
it's over.
This thing, it was good while it lasted, but for now, my brother, please.
At this point, we are done. I'm not able.
He's texting the person or calling the person and saying so.
I just text you, it's over.
The same way you've been doing I love you. You also finish the thing. I beg, please. Okay, let's do the question, the last question.
Okay.
The last set.
Okay, go first.
Our time is over. This was a nice conversation.
Yeah.
They say, what is the most significant challenge women face today? We face a lot of challenges.
Okay, what's your thinking? I have one. Women have been taught many things and prepared for many things, but the men are not being prepared. So we have prepared women with unprepared men, which becomes a disaster. So I feel like the challenge that women are facing now is we have too much information and the men don't have the information we have. So it's hard for us to merge that. So I feel like men should also be educated, about marriage, about life, about things, so we are at the same page, we are on the same page, and no one is left behind. Yeah, for me that's what I feel is the biggest challenge right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know about your culture. My culture, they really educate people about marriage, about relationship and marriage, like ladies, from the time you are young, everything. Yeah, is this how you be behaving in your husband's house? You don't want to cook. So even in your husband's house, you won't want to cook. Hey, this. So even in your husband's house. So from the time you're young, you are in your mind.
Yeah.
You are thinking about your husband's house. But then that husband is not thinking of his house with you. So now you get married and this person doesn't want to come home by 3 a.m. You're like, my friend, where are you? He's like, why are you asking me questions? So we need to be on the same page. What you're educating the ladies, educate the men too.
So that's
we are
what you are
on the
going
same
to do in
page.
your
Yes.
house.
Yes. We need to be on the same page. Yeah.
I think for me, it will be balance. Like balance for a woman, balance, because women juggle a lot of things, children, career, keeping a home, their families.
Yeah.
their friends, self-care. There's just too many things for women to.
I don't think
juggle.
there's balance. I don't think they can ever be balanced.
No, what I'm saying is women's ability to balance.
Yeah.
You know, that's one major thing that women should actually focus. They can never be balanced, like you said, because but you should be aware. Be aware.
Know what to prioritize at the time.
At every point in time, what used to be a priority, what used to be like A before, can become D. You know, for some other things to ascend and be taken care of. So that dynamics is very tough. It's very tough.
Yeah, that's true.
Very tough. Okay, so it says, what's the biggest misconception about being a woman? The biggest misconception about being a woman is that women cannot be driven. Driven?
Yeah, like driven to do
aspire.
things. Yeah.
No.
Women cannot. Yes.
Some people believe that.
People feel like you are dreaming too much as a woman. How can you be dreaming? Why are you pushing this hard?
When I was coming
That
to
is
do my
what somebody
masters,
asked me. Why are you pushing? What for? What?
when I was coming to do my masters, someone asked me, so you want to go and do masters? So you not get married. Men don't want educated women. I said that's the whole point. The man that should be with me should be a man who wants me to go higher, not just a man who wants me to just yeah. She was like, she just laughed about it. But I was like, I'm serious, so I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You can't be insecure about me getting a master's. I mean, that's supposed to be your bragging rights. Like, hey, my wife has a master's degree. You know, you can't be insecure about that.
You see the thing you guys mentioned about texting someone to break up with someone.
Yeah.
I feel like the only time I've done that I feel like I was mean was in this situation. I was dating one guy then back home. Like we just dated for weeks. Then I came back to China.
Yeah.
It was during my masters. There was some break there. Came back to China and I was having my life, and the next thing I had pitched to him that sometime in the future I'd like to do a PhD. And he was like, okay. Then the next day the guy called me and I was like, what do you think about that? No, he called me and he said that I want to advise you as a friend that I should not think about it as like we're in a relationship. That he wants to advise me as a friend.
Okay.
Am I thinking of how old I am now? Like, are you thinking of your age now? Now, add how many years of PhD, how old would you be? If we get married, we can, in my house, I promise you I'll give you the permission to continue studying after you give birth and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's a very good advice.
So let's remain friends. Since you advised me as a friend.
So I said, okay, that's a very good advice. So somehow that time, I think I went to the US, came back, and I told him after I came back that I'm done, sorry. He said, why? I said, no reason.
Yeah.
So the guy might be thinking, maybe because she went to the US.
She met someone.
She met somebody. That's
she met a US bobo.
A US bobo.
For visa.
He wants to be a US citizen. But he doesn't know that it was what was even said prior to even me going.
Yeah.
Because I had to think about it. You that I just even met for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We dated 2 weeks. The rest is on the phone.
Yeah.
And then you are now advising me that I should. So that's why I said it's the biggest misconception, because they feel like a woman should not be that driven to that extent.
Yeah.
Why? Just a little to support the man is okay.
Yeah.
Don't try to outshine him. Don't be bigger than him.
Yeah.
So that is the misconception. I feel like, and it's changing. And it doesn't also mean that in the home front a woman shouldn't know their place. That's not what I'm trying to promote.
Of course, there's a time and place for everything.
There's a time and place for everything. But you don't tell me to minimize myself in order to become a baby making machine. You know, because that is only where you see my value.
Okay, wait. He said you like later.
Yes.
He'll help you with it. So whether you do the PhD or not, when you're still going to get older, you'll still get older. So.
But you know the society where we come from.
And who said you can't have a child while you're doing PhD?
It was coming from the angle that, you know, people will not respect you.
Yeah.
You know, but if we are married and you have my children, you know, we are a family, I can protect you while this is going on. So you still have your dignity. You still have your dignity. I'm like, okay.
Dignity.
So that conversation went so cool, and I didn't even give any I didn't make him feel like, because he advised me as a friend, so I have to go and think, and now
you also thought as a friend. Yeah.
So I think that's the only time, because there's no other way I'm going to break up. I cannot. It's just too much for me. I'm like, okay, sorry, but he's a good guy, but maybe not.
Yeah, not for you.
That is why every friend should not become, you know, a partner.
Yes, thank you.
It's not every friend.
This thing you brought up, sometimes it's painful. You think of some of the friendships you would have had that you ruined by dating the person.
No, not every friend should become. Not every friend should become. Although the guy we are cool now. Recently, even he was the one that did my daughter's photo shoot.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, so we are cool. He's married. Everything is cool with him. So we are cool. But the guy doesn't know the reason why.
Yeah.
Till today.
If he watches this, he will know.
I hope
You don't know. No, just screenshot and send it to him. Like, if you've been wondering, this is the reason.
I hope he does. Well, yeah, that hits me in a wrong way. I'm like, okay, yeah.
For me, I think one of the misconceptions is that women are weak. Someone who bleeds every month, you think that person is weak?
The weaker version. Weaker vessel.
Of course, like weaker vessel, you can say in certain aspects, like maybe physical strength.
Yeah.
Of course. But there are certain things that even our physical strength. I watched this video where they had this cramp simulator that they put on men. They couldn't even go past level 5. Many of them were like, take it off. But that's what people face every single month. For some, even full 7 days. Some, even when they're not menstruating, they still have pain. You know,
and they have to go to work.
Yes, they have to go to work. They have to show up as mommy. They have to show up as wife. They have to show up as sister, as friend, as daughter,
as CEO.
Yes, as CEO, as whatever, serving in church or whatever. You know, so many roles. They still have to show up. Women are not weak. Women are not weak. You will know that a woman is not weak when you wrong her and she decides to come for you.
With all
like the word you use, mother hen. Try to touch the cheek of a mother hen, you will see. Up to now, I still have trauma of holding a live chicken, because when I was young, I didn't even fight the children. No. I was trying to feed the mother and it bit my hand.
Yeah,
I have trauma of chickens. I have trauma for chickens. Like the chickens that are alive and breathing. I'm scared of those chickens. Yeah. Hey.
You know, there's something that an uncle of mine had mentioned. Like, men, if you are, for example, your dad, your uncle, they'll tell you, go for it. You know, go, do whatever you want. After the PhD, you want a postdoc, go. After this, you want this, go. After this, you want this, go. Because those men, they know the value that they know how that can make you an independent person, right? But now, if it's somebody that is maybe somebody that doesn't have any family ties with you or anything, they want to run you. They want you to, you know, do less, so that we don't have to fight that standard. They want you to do less. So to know the most men or most male figures in your life, they want you to go as far as possible. But those that are outside, they want you to like suppress yourself. But if it's their own relative or their own daughters,
Of course, they'll support them.
right? They will also push their daughters to do the best. So
Yeah.
let everybody do their best.
Yeah.
Let everybody support their own and do their best and be the best. Yeah.
I also remember another video. Someone said if men had to give birth, the earth would be empty.
Really?
Because they will just give birth once and they will not go again. They will not go again. Like the thing is traumatic. Yes, the thing is traumatic. Like the men that have been there in the labor wards, many of them are like, when I came out from there, I was looking at my wife like this. Even if she coughs, I want to comfort her because I saw everything and I can't imagine that. Like they can't imagine the intensity. Yes, not pass out.
Okay, you're going to labor room. I don't think
Can't pass out, you know. It is like we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. So women might be weak in certain areas, but so are men. We all have weaknesses and we all have strengths.
Like
you know?
if a duty, like
Yeah.
if God gives you a responsibility,
Yeah.
It will equip you for
Of
that
course.
responsibility.
Yeah.
So it is for men. If it's
Yeah.
men's responsibility
Yeah.
to do whatever women are doing,
Yeah.
God will equip them for that duty. So
The men will give them.
so God will equip them for that. So that's what I think. Maybe it won't be that deep. Maybe it will be like the same as we are enduring. Yeah, because God is equipping us for whatever we are. That's why we are doing it seamlessly.
Have you seen this gender when they have a code?
Oh.
When these men have a code, the way they behave.
But again, you know, some of them is because they know they have people that will tell them sorry. That will say, do you want tea? Do you want this? If you know you don't have, how did you survive as a young man without a wife or a girlfriend? Hey,
They had mothers to do that. They had
Hey.
sisters.
hey.
No, but when men are sick, they look
Ah,
like a baby. Even when my dad is sick, I feel
like the world is
this
ending.
grown up man is like
Hey.
they look like a baby.
I feel like it's amplified when there's someone there
To pamper them.
yeah, to
Okay, anyone for them.
Yeah.
Agree with me.
Yeah, anyway.
yeah.
Mama Mia, do you have anything for us?
Oh, I haven't answered my question yet.
Yeah, the question Blurry asked, like what?
I don't even see my paper.
The question is what misconception
what
do you
the
feel like
biggest-
people have about women?
Oh, we already talked about women are weak. The weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what misconception people that women they are lazy. They don't like to do anything. They only want to depend on men.
Yeah.
That one also like they only want to depend on
Yeah.
men money.
Or that they only go far because a man helped them or they slept with a man.
Yes, like
Some people
That-
have said that
like
the
whatever
woman
they
made money.
like whatever they have, they always
it's a
attach it
man.
like this one been sleeping around. That's why she have money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so women actually do work hard.
Exactly.
There's an
Hard.
analogy that I listened to recently that made me very sad. And they said some of the world's richest women got rich from divorce. I'm like, what do you mean? What happened to Alakija? Like, what happened to the richest woman in Africa? I don't know. Yes, let's say let's say Ben, this guy's wife that divorced him got a lot of settlement. Yes,
Melinda Gates.
yes.
But that settlement was not for free. She was there with the start of the company. It was just her worth.
But
She was being paid her worth.
But now they're making it seem like every woman, as in some of the top richest women in the world, it came from divorce settlement.
Okay, let them go and marry and divorce. Let's see the settlement they'll have.
But it's also minimizing because I feel like there's so many women that have worked so hard for their money,
Yeah.
and you are ignoring that or you are minimizing what they've done just with this statement. So I think that program was about men. They were advising men to not just marry, because women will just take half of what you own and stuff like that. Have you noticed that some of the world's most richest women, they got their money from divorce. I'm like, wow.
Let me answer my question. What is the most significant challenge that a woman faces. A lady will buy a car in my country. From her own sweat and blood, someone will say she been sleeping around.
Of course.
That's why or build a house.
Mm.
She has been sleeping around. Like, I don't know. They just have that mindset that women cannot do anything
They are helpless.
on their own.
We need Prince Charming. Please come and save us with your money.
It's not that they don't have some women
Like-
that do those things, but they also have some women that work legally for whatever they have.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I'm that woman. God
Of
first.
course.
Everything I've had is my hard-earned money. Work,
We not
strength,
sleep with anybody.
everything.
Oh.
I don't even know how to ask people for money. Like, it's that bad.
Because
It's hard.
It's that
I go
bad.
crazy when I hear that. I be like,
I
how?
don't even know.
When?
It's that bad. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. But you know, it's the same thing for us. Like, people would rather celebrate when a man buys his wife or his girlfriend a car than when a woman buys the car by herself.
They'll never ask where did the man get the money from. By you, if you do it, they'll ask where you got the
Yeah.
money
You know,
from.
these ones that are sleeping around.
Yeah, it's very,
Selling their body and
Mhm.
companies
Very
they are
true.
buying things for themselves.
it's very
Hmm.
draining. That would
Yes,
minimize that,
yes,
and
yes.
people work equally as hard.
Mhm.
We are not. I think there should, the limit should just be in the home front. Yes, nobody is dragging in equality in the
Yeah.
home front. But when a woman puts the same amount of work hours, the same amount of energy or whatever to achieve the same thing a man achieves, it should not be, you know, boxed into, you know, something to make it look like it's not as valuable as what the man has.
Especially
Achieve.
single women.
Wait first, sorry. So they think even sleeping around is not hard work.
My dear.
Eh?
Hey!
Is that so hard work? You think it's easy? It's not easy like that. Hey, your friends will go out in the cold wearing short thing like this so that they will be noticed. You think it's easy?
It is winter cold.
Some of them, they will sleep with them and not pay them.
You know, this thing that you said just made me remember we used to have a family friend, you know, who was dating this guy that was, you know, a fraudster, and he was giving her a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then as teenagers, you know, she will give my sisters clothes and stuff like that, but she never gives people money. You know, she's like, you guys are doing decent girls. You're not doing,
You're not hustling.
you're not hustling with your body, and you want me to hustle with my body and now
give you.
and I'll give you. People are that.
Yeah.
Is that deep for
It's
some
not deep.
people?
It's not deep. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay, we have the last question. What's your... Oh, you want to say something?
No,
Please.
go on first. Go on.
Okay, the last question. What's your favorite memory with your mother? Aww. What's your favorite memory with your mother?
I love
I have a favorite.
Me, I have a favorite.
Every day is
I have a favorite. There was this time in primary school, my brother wasn't feeling well, so he didn't have to go to school. So I pretended to be sick, and she knew that I was pretending. I just didn't want to go, and she didn't force me to go. So I stayed home with my brother. She brought us our favorite food, our favorite drinks, and it was really nice. It was really nice because when I was growing up, my mom was strict on me. My mom was really strict on me, so that moment for me was like, oh, this. She let me stay home. It was really nice. Like that's one of my favorite memories. Like
Maybe some of my favorites would be when I was in high school. Because I was in a boarding school, and when she came to the country, she'll come and visit and bring food and bring stuff and bring money, and I'll be so happy. Yeah, that's what I want. Even when I went to undergrad, it was also a boarding school. So once in a while, she will come around with my siblings and they will bring stuff. Yes, and I remember my last birthday she ever celebrated. So my birthday actually passed. I think she wasn't in the country or she wasn't in the city. One of it, I can't remember. And then I said I wanted a birthday cake, and she was like, this cake is the last one. I'm not making any cake until you have your own money and make your own birthday party. So if you want the cake, and that cake was so nice. If you want the cake, they had happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday.
I think for me, there's so many memories, but I don't know if it's more when I see her make a lot of sacrifice. You know, when I see her, I think also like there was a time that she was sick too, that I was so afraid. You know, and then she got better, and I'm like, oh God, thank you. You know, like there's always that times you're like, you know, it just triggers you like, oh, you see the value of this person again. You understand? You're like, you're shook like, please, oh, you understand? And
Don't
then you see the value. So I just have I'm just grateful for her. In recent years, I think one of my profound memories will be when I went back home with Christine, and you know, at the airport, when she saw Christine for the first time, she told me that thank you for bringing her to me.
Aww,
Because
so sweet.
Because that just told me that you're not the only one afraid. You know, these people, they were here with you in this, in whatever you're going through. You know, she helped this girl. You're just like, this is somebody, you know, there's always that thing like, oh, you have not met this baby before. You expect a bit of awkwardness. But no, it was just like, God, thank you that I can hold this child, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, just seeing the burden that she carries as a mother, worried about all her children. It really, it's always a favorite for me. You know, I have so many favorites.
Yeah. Me, I have one more favorite. It was doing Ebola.
Ebola.
Yes, when Ebola came, because I was in a boarding school, undergraduate, and it started from actually in the rural area. My school was on that side. So when it came in that particular city, they had to shut down the entire city. We were students, not just like the way people come to school in Huff, they have to go back to Shanghai, their hometown, all of those things. So the school was like, they are about to shut down the city. You people have to go back to wherever you came from. Like they just invited all of us on. As if to say there was another episode of war coming. It was turning up. They were like, today, the city is going to be shut down. Today, you have to leave. So just imagine leaving campus without something you didn't plan for. And I'm like, how do I start? I call my mom, she's like, I cannot drive to pick you up now. I'm in the middle of something at work. And I have the siblings here, I can't leave them. So I was like, okay, I have to go. So back things, she said money, she's like, you can charter a car and come to town. That was what my friends and I did, and we went, mama. So my school has some nurses and doctors that used to come and teach in nursing college. So some of them, because they were treating Ebola patients, some of the nurses that were teaching the students, some of them got sick and even died during that Ebola time.
Oh my God.
And even some of the students got sick and died.
Oh no.
So it's like the infection rubbed in the school. And we didn't know, everyone went home. Because the Ebola is not something that you get today and you get the fever today. Maybe you have the fever like after 24 hours. So when I went home, I think a day or two, I got sick. My mom, and that time the news from the school have already hit the entire country. The students that left the school, there's a possibility they are already carrying the traits of Ebola in them. Because the nurses from this hospital, and the hospital is not far from the school. It's just like the
school hospital.
It's just like the hospital is at USCC and maybe the school is here.
Oh my God.
My mom was like, you know what? We'll divide this house into two. She and I will stay in this room. All of you people can stay that side. If it gets serious, all of you will move out of the house. So I was like, okay, what if I get Ebola? It's the like she's sacrificing herself to be
herself.
with me
Oh.
and the entire family because it's something that can wipe away the entire
Yeah.
family. They divided the house into two. They cooked it, everything they divided it into two. So it was only people is only malaria and malaria, but I have the same symptoms.
Yeah. Oh no.
She divided the entire house into two, so no one could come around the room she and I was in. When they bring stuff, they'll just put it at the table, and she's like, "You can leave it there and go." That's how it was done.
I even have goosebumps. I can't imagine that experience, and then you come here and experience COVID.
COVID didn't shake me. I cannot.
You didn't shake it?
No.
Oh.
Maybe after
Because that's the restrictions that were annoying, right?
COVID didn't shake me. I was like, like, I've seen Ebola. I've seen worse.
You've seen worse.
I haven't seen anything worse than Ebola.
Yeah.
It was that bad. Like within 1 day, over two, I feel it. Liberia is not a big country like yours.
Yeah.
So you can imagine if within 1 day, over 2,000 or 3,000 people dying.
It's a lot.
And they don't even bury. Now they had to burn their body.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere to bury. There's even no time.
And the infection will still spread.
Yes.
So it's better to burn.
And you don't even have that worker. The laborers were not there. People were not willing to work. It was that bad. It was that bad till we worked for the entire house.
The work is plenty, but the laborers are few.
There was not happening. People were not, and they were paying. The money was a lot. Like the money in a day that you could make $1,000 for working for Ebola cases a day.
Because
A
it's your
day.
life now.
You're risking your life.
Yes.
People are even making $1,500 for working a day in Ebola
Wow.
centers. Yes.
Oh, that was bad. But we thank God that you're alive and she's alive. We thank God that
No,
you
but
both
some of us, our
survived.
life is just by God's grace. I cannot lie to anyone.
It's not
Mine
God.
being alive, I was even born at, if possible, less than 6 months, almost 7 months, not even full 7 months. Doing a war time where there's no incubator. So they have to strategize a room that will be warm. That's why I'm always cold. Yes.
Even right now she's cold.
Oh, of course. So it's not you know, premature baby had a new special care, all of those things. I didn't get that because they were already doing crisis. So even the healthy baby food, I beg, God first.
God.
I'm behind. I beg. Everything, my entire life is a testimony.
Right? Oh, I have another memory with my mom.
But that was really sweet though.
That was really sweet.
Yeah.
That's what motherhood is, right? Motherhood.
When I had
It's really something.
COVID, I remember it was just the same. When Christine had COVID before me,
Yeah.
because I think she got it from a nanny, but I was not. I didn't have COVID. Then they both got better. I couldn't, separate myself from
Of
her.
course.
So they both got healed, and then I had COVID.
It struck you. Yeah.
And then I remember there was another time I had COVID from school, and I was so protective of Christine. Like, I don't know who came to the house to take care of her. I was just like, you guys be on the other side. She didn't understand why I didn't want to hold her, why I didn't want to play, so I can imagine, like, it's terrible.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
it is.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I think any parents would, any time,
Yeah.
I don't think it's even anything negotiable,
No.
would want to exchange their life for their children's life, because your child is not dying in your watch.
Yeah.
And you stay.
You stay there.
Yeah.
So I think,
That's true. Okay, so my other favorite memory with my mom was when we took a trip to Tanzania, because she was going to graduate. She was doing a distance master's, so she had to go for graduation, and I went with her. So we went by train, like by slow train, and the train, like, it derailed twice.
Oh my God.
So it's a 3-day journey turned into a 5-day journey. But those were some of the best days I've had with my mom on that train.
Oh wow.
It was so nice. Like it was a sleeper train. So the cabin we're in, the ladies were surprised to later find out that we were mother and daughter. They were like, we thought you guys were sisters. We're like, no, we are mother and daughter. They were like, we can't imagine a relationship like that, like with your daughter. And it was really amazing for me, because when I was much younger, I didn't have a very good relationship with my mom. So to hear that from someone. It was really heartwarming, and we had a good time. We arrived in Tanzania, went for the graduation, and the story of how we came back is another one. I hope to do a video with her so that we can talk about that. We can talk about that. I'm praying for that. So, yeah.
That's really good. Mothers are the best.
Right?
Because I feel mothers, they will always be your cheerleader. They will always worry about you. They're just, that's their
nature.
That's why I tend to understand. I don't consider it selfish when people say that I don't want to give birth.
Yeah.
I don't consider it. I don't see it as being selfish, because the journey of being a mother, it's like you have, it's all your life.
You strip self from yourself.
Yes, it's all your life. You have to worry. You have to pray. You have to, be concerned. I've not spoken to this person. I've not, there's just too much to it. Yeah. For somebody that feels, my purpose is to, maybe find some cure to something, and the person says, my purpose is not to give birth. It's okay.
I feel like that self-awareness is important, because we've seen bad mothers, and that would have been prevented if they just stayed honest with themselves that I can't do this.
Yes, because you cannot be a mother and be selfish. It does not work.
It doesn't go together.
It doesn't go together.
And don't be a mother and be envious.
Yes. Don't
jealous
be
of
that.
your child. They have mothers like that.
Don't be that. If you know you are not willing to sacrifice for a whole human being, just let people be where they are. Let God send them somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
Okay, any final words? I believe we've answered all the questions. Do we have any final words for the viewers?
I think I'd just like to address any young girl, going through a regular time, or even those that are, in abusive, situations, I think you should always speak. Culture or your environment shouldn't shut you up. You should always speak, reach out for help. There are people, there are platforms that are always willing to listen. There are always there's always celebrate women. So if you are in any abusive situation or any abusive environment, please seek help. Don't be silent, because I feel like silence promotes more abuse. So please seek help, and I think as women we should be that protectors to vulnerable girls especially. So I think in this Women's Day we should think of being a protector. Think of being a protector. Think of making a young girl's life easier. That's me.
Thank you for that.
So what I have to say is, during this Women's Day season, because it's literally celebrated the entire March, try to be true to yourself, be honest about things and situations that you are in. Seek help. Talk to people about things you are going through or you have fear for. And also do not betray yourself by staying in situations that you know is not helping you, is not bringing joy to you, because they have a lot of us women that stay in situations. It could be family, it could be relationship, it could even be work or school relationship with people, and they are abusing you or taking advantage of you, and you are still there. And even stay in that situation, but telling other people that, he's so nice to me, he's sweet to me, he bought me this flower. Before you bought it yourself, don't betray yourself this way.
Don't lie to yourself. Because I think that is the worst.
Yes, don't lie to yourself, because betraying yourself, you are as evil as those people that
That are
are
harming you.
betraying you, that are being evil to you. You are the same. So don't stay in situation that is not helping you. Also, listen to your intuition. God gave us our women intuition for a certain reason. That's why we have it. And most of the time, if you listen to your intuition, and if you also know your intuition, and not reacting out of fear or trauma, you will realize that your intuition is always right, or mostly right. 99 or 95% of the time is always right. So you can start learning about your intuition and try to listen to it, and do not betray yourself.
This intuition that she mentioned, just, you know, intuitions are built based on experiences, not just not just your own experience, but experience, a wider experience. So it's like your brain collecting data and making a conclusion. You know, that's how I see it.
It's like your brain's chat GPT.
Yes. It's your brain chat GPT, you know, that has collected all the data of everything that you've heard, you've seen, you've experienced, and make a conclusion that this is, and it will start nudging you in a certain direction. So it's very important that we listen to our intuition, because and I know it's very painful.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. We've had a powerful discussion. In fact, powerful discussions. If you don't learn even one thing from here, I don't know how to help you, because I've learned from these lovely women. And I believe I'm still learning.
We are all
learning.
We are all learning.
Yeah, learning is a process. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for
It's
having
been a
us.
good time.
Thank you.
The next time we'll be having this conversation, we'll not be here, it'll be somewhere else.
Amen.
So join us on that other channel.
Destination.
On that other channel.
On that other channel.